Hey YouTube, Zero Tech Skills with you today. And I have in front of me three Chinese knives that I just got today. Um, I did already look at them, kind of inspected them, and well, what they are three Chinese copies of famous quality built folders. I wanted to get these knives just to compare. Actually, I don't have the originals to compare against, but I just wanted to see how they felt in hand and if they were worth the total of I think 30 bucks I paid with shipping to have them all sent here. So, like I said, it was like 30 bucks to ship all these three knives here for these three. So it didn't break the bank or anything. But like I said, I just wanted to see what the hype was about, if there was any hype. These knives could, or if they seem quality, or if they just feel like junk. But yeah, so let me just get to it. So the first knife is the Sam Ramu. Like everybody knows, this is a famous famous for being a cheap, affordable knife. It's not a bad knife. Quality is okay. Lockup is not bad, you know. Feels good in hand. Has titanium scales. Let's see. This is, as you all know, this is comparable to the small. I guess this is the Chinese copy of the Small Sebenza. And well, let me give you the specs really quick. The Small Sebenza is S30V steel. This is 8CR 14MOV steel, which I think is I don't know if it's comparable to Oz 8 or 440. I'm not sure. Small Sebenza is I think 2.9 inch blade length. This has, let's see here. This knife has 2. A little smaller than a little over 2 and a half, a little larger than 2.5 inch blade. The overall size is, oh, excuse me. The overall size is about 6 and about 6.5 inches, as opposed to the Small Sebenza's 6 3/4 inches. This has an aluminum scale. Sebenza has a titanium scale. But no, overall, it's not a bad knife. If you want an old cheap knife, you really don't care about, then get the Sam Ramu 710, which this is. It is it's really not a bad knife for a Chinese cheap knife. I think is like $4. It's not a bad knife. So yeah, so that's the Sam Ramu 710. The next Chinese knockoff I'm going to show you is, let's see, which one is it? No, it's not this one. It's the knockoff. It comes in this little pouch too. I think this was like 10 bucks or something. It's a knockoff of the Mar SERE 2000. So yeah, it comes in that little cheap pouch, little nylon pouch. Here it is. It is, like I said, it's the Chinese copy of the Mar SERE 2000. Pretty much looks exactly like it. I guess the SERE, let me read the facts here, is as a VG10 scale or steel. This has 440C steel. The blade length in the SERE is 3.6 inches. The blade length on this one is 3.75 about. The overall length of the SERE is 8.5, and this one is just about 8 inches. The scales are G10 in the SERE. I think these are also G10 scales, believe it or not, for Chinese cover. They're cheap though. They're not grippy at all. They feel very very slick. And obviously this is made in China as opposed to Japan for the SERE. The lockup is pretty weak. I mean, if you don't really flick it out, it will close on you. See? If you just flick it out lightly, it will close on you. You gotta really flick it out with some force for it not to close down on you. And the clip, well, the clip is a piece of shit, I think. It's definitely not a spider coat type paper clip there that they have in the backs. This feels a little flimsy. Yeah, so I don't know if it'll break off with some heavy use or anything, but yeah, I wouldn't trust it. Overall, was it worth 10 bucks? Yeah, I guess. I mean, there are cheaper versions of knives that I've purchased at gas stations that are, I mean, that are just awful. But yeah, this isn't a terrible knife. I mean, the lockup you have to be careful with. I mean, you gotta really, if you really baby it, and then it'll come down on you. You gotta flick it out with some authority to get that liner knot lock to get in there. But other than that, it's an okay knife. 10 bucks, yeah, it's kind of worth it. So yeah, there's the Chinese knockoff of the SERE. And the third knockoff that I got is the knockoff. Also came in this little pouch. Little pouch here. It says Navy on it. Oh, weird. Both of them say Navy on them. Both the pouches that came with the knives. Navy, Navy. I don't know. Oh, it says Navy on the blade too. I'm sorry. It says Navy. 440C. So I don't know why the Chinese knockoffs say Navy on them. But this is the Chinese knockoff of the Benchmade Mini Skirmish. This is a knife I've been actually looking for, but just haven't found a good price. So I, like I said, I think I purchased this one for something 12 bucks. But all right, let me give you the specs. The Benchmade Mini Skirmish is S30V steel, and this guy is 440C steel. The skirmish blade, mini skirmish blade is 3.43 inches. This blade length is 3 3/4 inches. The overall length of the Benchmade Skirmish is 7 3/4 inches, and the overall length of this is 8.5, well, a little over 8.5 inches. I think the skirmish is titanium. These are actually G10 scales according to the website, but they're like these G10 scales. They're very slick, you know, no grip at all. A little bit of jimping here. So yeah, so this is the Benchmade Mini Skirmish clone, minus the titanium scales. You get the G10 scales. This knife also suffers from the lackluster lockout. If you don't really flick it out, if you just baby it, it will close on you. See? If you just baby it, you gotta. The liner locks are just catching there. So yeah, so if you just baby it, it might close on you. You really gotta lock this thing out for it to catch and stick. But it's a good looking knife. I'll give them that. There is a little bit of blade play side to side. Check this one. The SERE doesn't seem, oh yeah, just a little bit. Nothing up and down, but side to side a little bit. Sam Ramu. No, doesn't seem like to have any blade play, but yeah, the Skirmish clone has a little bit of blade play, but it's okay. It feels in hand better than the what do you call it? Mar SERE 2000 copy here. It looks nicer. It looks like a beautiful knife. I don't know if I told you the steel is 440C. In the hand it feels really nice. The jimping is a little bit of aggressive, but it will do the job. It really feels like my thumb is stuck in place there. Excuse me. The clip, it's really thin on top. But it's okay. Seems okay. Seems like a, I mean, I don't know, the retention isn't too good, but I mean it seems like an okay clip. And this is only for tip down carry. And you can't change it to left or right. But yeah, so that's the bar. Let's see. This one is yeah, this one's always this is tip up carry, and Samurai Mew, yeah, tip down carry. So yeah, there we have it. There's our three knockoffs. The knockoff of the Samurai Mew 710. This is of all the three, this is I would rank this as the best. This is the SERE 2000 knockoff. And this is actually the worst one of them all. It just doesn't feel all that great in hand. There's no, I mean, there's no jimping. There's no, I mean, the clip sucks here. It's just an knife. But $10, it's not bad. And this knife, I think for $12 is actually not a bad knife. It doesn't lock up as nice as it should, so you got to be careful with that. But it's better than the SERE copy. For $12, it's not a bad knife. I mean, I'd kind of be afraid to cut with it maybe because of the fact that it might come down on my fingers. But if I had heavy gloves, I don't know, maybe. But yeah, so there we have it. My three Chinese copies of three Chinese knockoffs of some quality knives. So yeah, I don't know. I might give these actually away in my next contest. I'm not sure. I don't want anybody cutting their fingers if these things fail to lock out, but I don't know. I think I'm coming up on my 200 subscribers, so yeah, so stay tuned, and I'm sure I'll have a giveaway or something. These come in these cases too, by the way. These little cheap Navy cases. It's kind of weird that these Chinese copies will say Navy on them, but whatever. But anyway, thank you for watching, and there you have it, Chinese copies. See you guys.